9:30 today's sports. Yeah, but details and more. Also no, so with Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong Women's AFCON Ekoso and Group D games. Eba so the Black Queens of Ghana. Womu Eshemienu Keve and to me ante Doris Bodua enya the first goal and own goal back and so free Chantel boy ne cross. Emma Ghana enya 2 goals Keve and to me ante Cameroon Eshe 2 Mali ete 1 the other group game Group D. Yes, Group D table no Ghana sitting comfortably at the top 3 points 2 goals. Cameroon Tosumienu 3 points 1 goal. Mali Tosumiensa no point -1 goal. And a Quebec Echato 1 point to be a minus of 2 goals. And a Quebec and so na game ni corner we and came last joking green head coach Edema the Black Queens we din komo dedi kan yebusa came last utim no mo share 2 there but mo ball chances egui pa and was the player bia ni wa obobo a obeshe da say wanya chance obo ato atwene a part of the game.
Nobody missed by purpose. Sometimes you score, sometimes you don't. And next time, with a little bit of luck, we maybe score 3 or 4 goals. But also the fact it is the first game. Even if we have more experience in this squad this year, it's still sparkling a little bit in the stomach, and some are maybe a little bit nervous. That's the part of a big tournament, and that's why I felt that we didn't perform so well in the first half. And some players that came in, I think they did well, but they also missed a couple of chances. But overall, I'm happy.
Came last and come on no Oyerepa or say we need the first game there. 1% 1 round our quarter final. Now I'm qualify Ediko Women's World Cup and also Ebetoga.
Make us out from the group stage into the playoff, and the quarterfinal is no help this year, so we want to win that to qualify for the World Cup. It's going to be the first time in a long time, and that's so important for Ghana and for us, of course. And when we are there, we want to go for the gold, but we take it step by step. And there is, like I said it before, is probably 6, 7, 8 teams that can win this tournament this year. And we have already been talking about it in here today that there are like new teams that pops up and doing some impressive games. For me, it's not about age or experience. I mean, the best players need to be there. You deserve your minutes in every game, so I don't care that much about that, to be honest. But I'm happy when you have the opportunity to give, especially young players, the chance, because you know that they, in one way or another, will be the future as well. And I think many did well. I think Linda that came in did so well.
And came last. Joking game. Ni samwa wade atuja. Ena yede ewon samno. Ema ewo jumadi ene so next games are Ghana. Yebebo Mali. Yewia na yeni Cameroon. Ewo group stage games na. Eno ensam eno no. Black Queens ebo ewo wakono. Black Sunlight under 20 ebo wafu zone B. Now wafu zone B no qualifiers yede call African Cup of Nations under 20 edition. Now first game Ghana Nigeria SA 4-2 and now enyumre 6 p.m. yede Burkina Faso ebo your second group game. Before that Nigeria bebo Togo 2 p.m. the other group B gamer ekoso wafu zone B. Ahead of the game, I am Burkina Faso airborne and a Maxo Kuledu area to Jase. Say so many players na kasa. I was a defending year editor Burkina Faso.
Also spoke about how to defend very well, especially under intense pressure. You know, most of the guys are new to this tournament, and some were like a bit jittery. We have worked on them psychologically. And the physical aspects, most of them has recovered and are ready to meet Burkina tomorrow. Our assignment ahead of us is very important and crucial to all of us. So that is what we are thinking about and working towards to, achieve our objectives. For the positive side of the game, we told the boys that we need to use ball circulation to our advantage, and where we are strong at, especially with our wide areas, we need to exploit those areas.
Sell stakes in the World Cup to private investors. Wow. And the UEFA for some or say, and it's interesting.
Yes.
Baba Wakumuye, do you really understand what FIFA president Tekano?
By an pay or say onion by force. You have to accept it before being implemented. It's proposal that you have to accept. Yes, or any changes and
but they will accept it. The UEFA for Nungwana, because you see, 20 million for some of the members, that's good money.
But for UEFA to boycott the World Cup will be something else.
I am so they will sort it out. I'm delighted with the new opportunity. The European Championship is the most important title of my career. Now I'm dreaming of the World Cup. Roberto Mancini, the current coach for Italy. Arsenal are in a race against time. But
they have to finish it
to complete the signing of Bruno Guimaraes before Sunday. Ebi say already Newcastle has sanctioned transfer. No.
Yeah,
that's what people are saying, but they're not confirmed. Arsenal DB and everybody should learn.
Yeah.
I'm say you keep it under wraps. Say nobody knows the movement of Arsenal. Monkasai, Mama media and speculating, and Vinicius Junior and Guimaraes and none of more announced to Zolisi Obi and way. Among Kanwasem or Mudio Arsenal a professional club. Just a world team say yes.
Brazil legends.
Almost say Brazil legends
not too viniful.
Not
Arsenal now, I'm up Vinino.
Arsenal got up Vinino. So I reporting it. Titi, Uti reporting me. Uti reporting, almost say, and Arsenal Arsenal is monitoring the situation.
Of course.
A different from so be what interest.
It's a transfer day.
Set there be Uchum, any pem, a jetchin, we can, no, we can acknowledge the whole TB. Uti.
Influence no to get him better. The deal why will not happen.
Me just say, Babe, what's it happen or not happen? They say you know my stance, and I've said it publicly. Now, say, I personally, but people call friend, Madam for manager, my rural bank, say he disagrees with me. My position on Vinicius, no. There's no doubt that nobody is better than Vinicius about position on 100.7. We are see. But I'm saying that one, Sikani is too much. Two, or the idea bass na dressing room. Now, obe pussy we were 455 and we so near say na a problem. Again, on your motivated. He will not be hungry. He's won the leagues, he's won the World Cup, he's won World Cup. He's won the Champions League, he's won, and baby Arsenal, we need those who are hungry. And so say Ometi Arsenal, close to the chapter on Vinicius, whether they were monitoring Tampo. Okay. Rather a Bruno Guimaraes. Or no, ena MCCC there. Still comes some more announcement we. Eddie how cast we China and go for single phone. I don't know. Bruno Guimaraes blow no come. Meanwhile, Matthias Jaisel and a very place no. Jamaica can say oh would Liverpool ya no so. To boas on my boy man here ube later. Real Madrid is doing very well. Yes. But financially Real Madrid books no ya come. What they have been able to do, any manager will be excited to hear. And so, Oma drop the wage percentage, no, very important in managing anything. Can you know Real Madrid revenue, no, 50%, and then they call as their salary. Now for the year ending 25-26, no. It came down to 46%.
Yes.
and their profit margins were good. 26.3 million. If you get this within a calendar year, say Madrid a bomb modern. Now a revenue of but operating revenue of 1,1222.1.3, which is also good for Madrid. And Barcelona show money at the
excluding transfer,
3.1 increment in transfers. And in a books no look good. Oh my idea. Na comes on my anyway. Brimum scan idea pa. We said she last season. Next community say ya. And like Kenson and Amber. Europe's Luis Enrique is annoyed with PSG's recruitment and the transfer window.
Yes.
He wants things to stand up so he can assemble a squad in time for the start of the season.
Yes.
Europe's biggest clubs are entering a new era of transfer strategy with smarter recruitment and financial discipline, replacing the record-breaking spending sprees that defined the previous decade. Yes. Now, people go for a business and they are doing it very well. Okay, but you know any better?
Yeah.
Very soon. You be who the uncle, will be a squad and all of that. But there are reports that Arsenal will be announcing a top European defender very soon.
Top European defender, man.
Top. Centre back or sighting ball our sites.
Bring your team.
Whilst they wait for Saliba to return, no, almost a centre backs, no. So now, Arsenal is bringing one of the best centre backs in the game. Just said they maybe announce that one ahead of Bruno Guimaraes. Watch out, Gunners. Yeah, fine. Okay, so like Kenson says he would introduce stricter selection criteria if given the opportunity to coach the Black Stars. Like Esu Chim said, Black Stars, no, unya kwenya ono so the obey there. Like wait until you come. Meanwhile, or CGF for old players, but they have old players.
They have old players.
There, more be that,
yes, around it.
More be that. So, Kotoko have unveiled inside Kotoko.
Inside Kotoko, and they say they will show 3 minutes of training grounds, infrastructure, time with fans. Yes, every week be a in 3 minutes.
Week be back.
The training grounds. The omoye ewo adakojachi and have a fancy reaction and behind the scenes ningina ombe commercial infrastructure commercial ningina sante kotoko be just 3 minutes recap.
Wow.
My name Ejuma. My name Ejuma.
If you know, you know.
Oh yes. David
Unim. Yeah, the swagger unim. Yeah. Hey, good work so far. And also Black Queen share Capo Verde 2-0. Good one from them. Burkina, Ghana, Black Satellites. And also Wafu B. Under 20 showdown. And then they come. We're moving and some of home.
Yes.
By 12 o'clock when we get up. Okay. Sports lawyer.
Boss player.
Camden and Magic drinking water.
Yes.
101.7.
See, I honey papaya cancer.
I
say Dr. Fono. I'm much as a
and
cancer.
not so can they be on their body throat cancer bano.
Aye.
So them throat cancer.
Oh, minimum.
Almost the end of the bamboo. And that's all my research be.
But one of them can't.
What have you toffee and toffee
Yet toffee.
Nadia.
You will be when you want to gratificate your wife, satisfy your wife by.
And look, I'm from the Bible, New Koran, and I'm Pesa. And I'm about now.
But oh, you're not so yeah.
Almost a Bible, New Koran, and actually sad. Unziano, no go be observed.
Kanjia, those stuff
ebe clearing na ebe clearing na nti koswa na ye wade na pekanye uwie ya na de kanja fa minimum uwie abeko kama aya na ma pesola no so be translate solar
of course
on say yeguso e ka kire nkrofo eze kania no mu ayedi
solar ho be hia
na edum so na ba na
issue na bae
but enye say enko you because still it's off anopay
we the boss enye dum so
o say wa kire Matthias anopay
you never testify recently like it now so
senti na me buza say what am say dum so na ba na
da bi dum so mai
okay
dum so bi ama
okay
dum so
ni nyina ne translate solar so onya solar nkoma ayedi obi okro nti se yedi nkomo bia because kan ya dundum no o yisu solar wo hu bi na afi so bills akese na so switch to reliable clean and affordable solar energy na translate solar ti din you translate solar ni obi an nim solar translate from na ya kotoka oh ya na makoka kutoka Accra International Airport solar panels in inverters lithium batteries nyina wo kama na yes services bebre adwuma na de mawa yema wane ama be mfie num kodu se bibia sia bra yebehwe ama 24-hour system monitoring and battery protection 5-year warranty mfie num na otena be bo no de eni so se de osusu no very affordable and competitive brass how solar power works ni na ofre be chim na afi wa be yo de afre 0242 438 746 0242 438 746 and 0256 040838 0256 040838 na yanko translate solar phrase see yombejo so no mabwa sports lawyer
boss player
955 enti ya wonkrofo akuro so
yes
almost say Arsenal ama edi ha odwane
but I think report say how are Saudi for person me your money no it doesn't go in line with how no person
on got intime
enti anopay katia unuane sa ya transi e ya live ewo Oyerepa 100.7 FM e live ewo Oyerepa TV no so today sports ye konko funkroso and someone edi adencheche na ebum fumpawo nko funkroso de wasa wotibia anopay ye debema and some ne de kitikiti bi wom yanoma kambo no pa ye batu ye boase na ya training na mra ya confirm munumuri na ama ewo dwumadie so on Facebook no one Oyerepa Radio dia tosum yedom Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa TV Ghana enti abusuam ya na wakae ase no nso na watoa so ete afio fa messages na bra na boss player me ba obekin kani na ama anopay said yes and said e fata we are good to go yes asem afi national football stories no na de Don Carlo Ancelotti and na Brazil national team manager na no mbeka cha sem wo mo gidiem e wono mu pa se onom na betimi aboa ama World Cup amani so adeonom sa ambajem the 6-1 atimi abem na amose amwo program at the emanom 2027 obebom ayonkofa kansia odom afei homotwanim sa ambetimi de ohia bia awase amoyem at the emanom beyem at the emano na afei watimi apepe tim ye for the next World Cup and what team Roberto Mancini ose oye delighted with the new opportunity abusuam nensa atimi akano na mkranisa the European Championship ay most important title our ne career mom now they also there the World Cup sam obetimi at the Azuris forum atimi age the Mundial that is the World Cup ya da honsam atuanim and anopay na Emmanuel Petit and I say France am appointed the right manager na okay ano Emmanuel
peti emra na amane Zinedine Zidane esia kan no se ora dressing room na se onkasa ekra plus am dressing room no muya din na mo hwa Zizu esanse Zizu aba masa emra ofi dugout no na wa dressing room no mo se utin komekwa wa din esanse senior man aba ase oye leader and a lot and a the French national team Johnny Infantino wa man 53-day ultimatum sa ama proving the proposal sa odem 10 billion ram and the World Cup na obaton a stake in the World Cup 53 days sa amon fam approve obajatumam yehu onjentumam mehu anona ochem sam to a plan to sell stake in the World Cup no a proposal na mom anya obligation sa ebia chin I was some ultimate agitum na mom no I was some mutrase na member association wo one of members na trase na femu dwe proposal no and you Johnny Infantino ne dia odi atutwam and na anopay and a Confederation of African Football Dr. Patrice Motsepe obesiam executive committee no next week na fe ama study document awdoa etime abanom aso I was some CAF etime proposal no tum and I say CAF NG proposal FIFA diabanom enfantum and what Mauricio Pochettino on etrene ema United States of America World Cup niama mfasa amfa amanom na Demenseka HMSM on course to extend his contract with the United States of America women national team no 2030 World Cup I'm person Mauricio Pochettino and them national team no echo and your reporter ekutame and anopay yam fiona fe yamra England meeting come ewo England anopay a live ewo Oyerepa 100.7 FM a live ewo Oyerepa TV no so Oyerepa asi efinyame enti England anamadu and anopay se show na comment on socials no so na Posco so say no cranium Jordan Henderson and Dan Wabaka. I say a month for Ike Kamadrin at Chapi Alonso. Why? Who was signed out 2+ and also Saucha season Chelsea boy last season now the compare fear of the Roma a few a bit different season cry. Not Chelsea players on be here experience of Jordan Henderson and Dan Wabak na Dan Wabak last season on in Kodani teach nine or she go scratch and could only be 13 league goals and no say and no chesem or a good player the likes of Jean Pedro William Estevao no ababuam no complete a more effort na goals no dudona etimi aba and you some postcos ready to jam and na anopay na Christos Zolis me friend the Greek Messi Christos Zolis or say no Ukrainian Mikel Arteta and ni din komo pi na Mikel Arteta e catch se club na womanum masa a club last year I did the English Premier League masa ya ambition aso in 2026-2027 ningina money sam I was a different day the English Premier League na fe in the Champions League ya say cup finals biem na ye team genti team dom masa wa ba ya mwakwaba as a reception Mikel Arteta and ni team players and Emma anom Christos Zolis nom na nia sop papa adiaka sesia e hard to accept on betimi a fight na fe adia Arsenal ehianom nyankopon bo afia bewuram nom woman say etimi aka now eberechi eze eno say amfo busa questions bebre sa obalent krom ho a Chelsea anasem Arsenal eno say debate nom ampeso be kan bi na wo ye ka champion of England o ka champion of London there be I'm a champion of England timunya London sensem nom eberechi eze dian eno and what me call Arsenal so biem dia team and the transfer and Sam Ryan or a player let us and say Arsenal and monitor Ryan say amram no amesia kan emfa ematim Ryan yi obekaya in the World Cup emra Rafinha epraye na odabrozon tentanwa ho na opia pa and your reporter yansa ekanyo no kwa Kenan yedes ete say Kenan yedes nsom hombedi mpenifom ebeko Italy na fe amone Juventus for kwakosi nkonya over the weekend on Kenan yedes Bruno Gimares ya tisa Arsenal eye dobe bia se kwesiada ebe enduno na fe amone Bruno Gimares etime na wasan ede ama Arsenal bobo korom na me call Liverpool and West Ham go num na go no yebahwe go no e wo Oyerepa TV no so Emra ayonkufan kanse no koso na Andoni Areola and the Liverpool Timothy Nkodim Andoni Areola on his team and also no Ukraine I impressed about Nkodana one more team num in Gumo Hanom afe inyon ninom e modern bank Nkodana ebo at the Emma ni team na niaso and kakra de outchem out training grounds na daddy e what match adenum and not just indications no I strong ahead of the new season Andoni Areola Nisma Odia Tujam and your DP Ama Nama Pay Jomi Karaga at the Atujam or your former Liverpool star. I say Liverpool Afi Onyan Muye said ya Amuyamo transfers nom Ohuni ye Sa Muhammad Salah Gali amount over 20 goals a season. No call on 5 placement Papa Bia MSN and I who Ibrahima Konate Wabo Premier League for some time were paired with Virgil van Dijk for some time. Kwa o on head down for Obi Bia MSN and I a Warren at the man on Jamie Carragher here is some seminar at 2 and not pay not Manchester City yeah this are we ready says 100 million euros square one betua at the Aman Lil no fame Ayub Wadi Abasham Rodrigo Cascanta Rodrigo Cascanta the American catcher so I catch Manchester City say oh I come 1 year the BM and I'm up for me my club and Timunya Munamenko said the Tibia City Bejanum Amana Comedy Ayub Wadi Baba Senaya here is some them at 2 and now pay at the house and Newcastle United at me away on Twasum and the Juman and Fama Newcastle United team no game Ningina Monisam Oko Saudi Fonosia how many so doing said I be Fasika Kasia and Rora team no plaza when we establish a team no here no I was saying to near the Sika Kotu baby and the opening is a baby is a Sarambe club idea meet me in the game Emma Newcastle United the sounds of them at 2 and pay Carter report the Kutama and say Manchester United Akanim Leman and Diai Leman and Diai Senegal Nina no set 10 just Lambton turn on Leman and Diai as Manchester United and monetary situation what in film at Donusiam evaluation 70 million pounds yet on some at 2 and pay Chelsea I'm rejecting Enzo Fernandez the request the Sam Mama Kuba Biaja and yet me here improved contract Chelsea say I'm going to improve contract to be at the Emma Enzo Fernandez Enzo Fernandez Fisa why Cassia Chelsea now Obabi Obakwa Obatimi Ako and the Sabam if Chelsea Suyam Etuja and Anope Liverpool and Manchester United remains interested in Francesco Conceição Deate terms of Francesco Conceição 2 teams him at the I'm trying to say that to be I'm some Obatimi Akanom afi Juventus Nafe Hobaya Juma at the Amatim no Manchester United and Oko Gaina Voice see United should never have sold Dan Welbeck or seen any crisis and got Manchester United Dan Welbeck da ibotie sa boys no am Gaina Vuchechemum sir or your player beer am sir only did to say other strikers so always Dan Welbeck numbers no obacha last season oboroma team let me enya 13 league goals am Brighton and Koye at the man wonti yente Gaina.
A big shift. I mean, it's one that we've all been asking for, though. If we've watched Chelsea for the last sort of 3, 4, 5 years, I've said there's an experience right throughout the club, right the way from the ownership, which is a new ownership, to obviously the sporting department, which was cleared out when they first come in, and then the managers have been quite inexperienced at times. So what you've got is a situation whereby there's just no experience, and I think putting a spine in of good senior professionals that act as guardians of good behaviours, responsibilities, disciplines in the dressing room is just something that's not magic. It's something that all top teams have had for many, many decades. And so
Yanko Liverpool new manager Andoni Areola on West Ham Otunkunim na wakasa ete afa ni team no performance ni team no eternity Andoni Areola.
Andoni, what did you make of that tonight? Were you pleased?
Yeah, I think we were more solid than the other day. It was a different kind of game. The pitch is quite narrow. There are not a lot of spaces. I think we had good spells, and even if the other day maybe you score more goals and looks nicer.
Now, young Spain, Juma, now Mikel Arteta before Spain, no, I see excellence has to be Arsenal standard. I see Arsenal standard, no, I was say excellent.
I'm very well, thank you. Very refreshed, energy back to the highest level. Really enthusiastic about what is coming, and great to see everybody again with the same spirit.
Barca training say Nyankopon against 19 Gamper Trophy no one bebo e was Spotify Camp Noon and your reporter ekute anopay Rafa used to say wa arrive e was St George's Park about represent Barcelona amo leaders no emra preseason no eto so na Xavi Simons say ne time e was Barca no ofisi say wanya enough time to be justify no home at Barca team no Karim Adeyemi at the Atujasa Hans Flick and with players Ekuta Barca no differently Barca record for trophy beer on the run in 2026 2027 na Antonio Rudiger and Hendrik Emra na amwo Vadime Baswo enti yabahwe mrante mieno enema amuye ewo Vadime Bas na Rodrigo Cascante getting closer to Madrid from Manchester City na unimse Emra report HMC 50 million euros Madrid de Coeno Manchester City rejected Madrid Sesia yes I'm a schedule meeting with Manchester City 60 million euros I'm going to call boy nje nothing on say and for Madrid here is some to him until 2030 and I say contract them at the Edu Madrid abusiam with players I'm turning na I'm financial Moses no cost na I'm a report a revenue 2025-2026 abusiam one finances no akosropa only club onya 1.221 billion euros 1.221 billion euros and yesika woman sam etim ekaye na abusiam profit by na 26.3 million pounds and yeah profit Real Madrid and some etim ekaye don some eto anima anopay clubs am financial muscles na awosro Madrid abusiam madika kacho 1.221 billion euros Barcelona anima koye eti emamom 974.8 million euros and Bayern Munich atosumi and some 860.6 million euros Paris Saint-Germain tosu and 837.0 million euros Arsenal and Saka 821.7 million euros here some atu anim and anopay na abusiam medisi nom ewo Brahim Diaz aso ya Italy nom Demete HMC AC Milan and monitor Brahim Diaz BM se amra emesia kan ematim na yet report be say Dusan Vlahovic episode sia kan ema Barcelona Zion Suzuki I say yes to Juventus as Zion Suzuki person oya jubam ema Juventus from Parma Nico Gonzalez Juventus ubetua 30 million euros na fi wafanom edina afi Atletico Madrid there is some atu anim ene anopa Luis Enrique nya happy or say players na on be fi PSG no amamani hu wo mo ba no so amamani hu say the better plan this season and time and Luis Enrique manager for Paris Saint-Germain and play on this note yerin kofun close some no esi today's sports etwaso na yenta hu sima emra ba show no betwaso
lawyer yeda sepa na ye ko president for aswe president Chaco ne president herbal toothpaste eya de bia mekasa pose no pe de eye na pe de eye papa eno ene beboa ama esitwitwe no watumi atwitwi ne kama na ya mekasa president no eboa ema enumka no ehwam eboa ema mebacho yese no eyefe eboa echecha ntokura eda yesimu anadwo eda emowa nketengiti bia entumi emedi yesinimu agro samowa no ene ya ne jakaka ewe yesima ema yesino enya problems president anopa anajo ubetwi usen eno ena ewo se udi etwi usen president every smile matters president Ghana Dental Association agyatum se eno ena eye kama usika sem ato ape usika sem nkoyie ubotoma dry bank an di dwuma no ntumi moawa tutumrikai nebedan bosomtwe community bank PLC current account savings account consultancy savings kidi account ne fixed deposit baby sa account ibi odi sika betum ewo yasoye oye ne sa loans a yedema ye customers no mde akoya adwuma na setena mu I am ready amom abrabo ayefo ede amom no salons no ni nyina ye maubi in consortium loans, transport loan, microfinance loans, salary loan, agricultural loan, bonanza loan, commercial loan, social loan, church development loan ni nyina ye maubi na ode akodi ujuma ye hwese abrabo ebeyefo ede amom na ye ma loan a ye ntata wonsa anyi scan back ye ma bre what time a opebia opese odi cheska no no aba no abetua ne kakran edi ama ye hu ne se ahokere na aba na abaji skantin ni se ye sign de ahokere eto so ema otua sika no na obabosomtwe community bank PLC a electronic banking ye bi wo ya so ye code ni ye star 992# on any network ebeko kama Ghana peso eye adwuma omba ya so ye okra na pese oni endi dwuma Brabosomtwe community bank PLC obetumi ene yen edi dwuma said ebeya usika sem ebeko kama de ama head office e kontena se atonso agujachi ko fu trader hinma kokoben edwena se ebu akwa atonso bokro magazine eputo jani abinchi market branches e ho for 03220 98076 and 0508 642705 Bosomtwe community bank PLC together we prosper stroke yade yade bia account ho no ma wan hwa untimi ngina na so biem na nananom omons asamando abefaw stroke yade no ehu papa ejodwo fa ema yemre untimi mamu so enti etowa jesi asade obi kwa wabusuani mbetran nchen obehwe nti ubo se yade baako na aginipa mienu bre e de akadem na oba Aiming Scientific Hospital yes stroke no o de ba na wotwe mienu na wotwe miensa etu ase e de ma obesan sorry agina wonan so Aiming Scientific Hospital yen ne the best alternative medical hospital e wo Africa yen ene ye de science era herbal medicine ne yemu enu nti ade bia o de ba ese no o de ba ehwe etu ase e de ema enye stroke nkwa wo ho nsem e na afi so chronic diseases and infection de boni friend yade kwankro no oba Aiming Scientific Hospital ni nyina yetu ase e de ema amen yo kuma se atwema tachiman kwada so fon ase kwan so e na yewo 18 other branches e wo Ghana enchi boga wa bibia ni Accra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunyane ho sahwide bi so ene hohoi ene yenkasa na yentu uyade na sema 0277 001234 ene Aiming Scientific Hospital indi enkomo Kangen Energic drinking water alkaline water na alkaline water no edi dwumadie pii woni padua ni mu edi detoxify system no acid entumi ntinem ni padua acid won bebre no yade etum betenem ma alkaline enter ni paduam na enko enti anyarwa red blood cells white blood cells o liver o kidney no akoma ebeye adwuma na ako eti anyarwa e Kangen Energic drinking water ena ewo se onom sensoi ena Dr. Otuo-Acheampong e kan se nipadua ni mu no yade bia no ebetimi atena alkaline environment ti na ya ye kan foma se no Kangen nsuo ne no ena ebeboa minerals won nsuom a wonom a ewo se unya na ade nya ahoden no ti se calcium magnesium potassium ene iron sa minerals ni nyina ebi ewo Kangen nsuo no emu ebi Kangen nsuo no pebi ato a Kobrema UGC Tafuni Road Abaru Junction ni nyina ebi ewo ho afe okonkran oko Cape Coast oko eyeko Florida ensuo ni pii ewo ho no mo a ubenya bi na wato ya to ye so distributors no e de agum ewo enkran Cape Coast ko Florida ena afe so asankragwa ubenya nsuo ni bi ato ewo ho free numbers no na gi nsuo ni pii 0241 449191 ena 0507379474 Grow Fine Herbal Tonic mojadro na mojadro de na nkrofo bebre nim so mojadro de onomo a obi ontimi ni di obi ontimi na ɛna also no mojadro say mojadro no any no na eba grow fine e de aba no e travel beyond just onu mojadro a ebe mu atimi edidi kama. Yes, grow fine onu mu a odidi kama ebe boa e bio yefunu mu. Grow fine onu mu a oda kama eno so ho. Grow fine onu mu e boa ma moja no e di afurusani ye e wo entini mu. Grow fine na onu mu e boa Emma oba wabu ne nsa ohaw bebre ewa akiri esiesie sa ohaw ni nyina edema oba kro your menstrual disorder, your absence of menstruation, your excessive bleeding, any painful menstruation ebrofo ubu nsa wayase yo ya ubu nsa moja tu bro so ubu nsa na ensisi so ema wo a num grow fine about tonic no na ebe ya adwuma ne kama e de ama grow fine adro no ebi obabi eto nro bi a e wo my Ghana mu digital herbal clinic Kumasi Amakum runabout okoha grow fine a drone bi e wo hono ma obenya bi na wanom bibia be fine e de amount grow fine me wa cho o fresh 0244596532 0244596532 grow fine makes you grow fine bash digital satellite chromo anyina decoders ajosuo e bash e ho e na obenya ni nyina bi decoder bia e wo system ni mu se wo pebo ahwe so pe movie ahwe so pe cartoons ahwe so pe religious programs ahwe say ye nyum na apeso otia ni nyina ebi e wo bash digital satellite ni decoder bi obeton e de amount so na sa decoder si eno na wo say hotels guest houses restaurants individuals ene mo a moye game center juma e wo say moje e so obi betena ho honom na obeda ti say hotel na guest house na obeso tv na bibia ni so a e ya na e ha adwen pa hotels aba any guest houses aba no mumwa na muma dem honum enya anika danger na no mekoda hotel bi na mekodware na me so me water heater no say ehiti obi foforo nso wo ne dem meti yansa akwa na kam a cheze ono odware nso nyunu na me ma so water heater wo dem na nso hye na kogure so wo ne dem hotel sira aba na so mo mfa hwe ho what I say me na nke gumi wankemesi wo enti mumpa bash decoder ni bi na edem hono munya ni ka TV ne so enye fe emfa emamo ye installation ye door to door delivery ye decoder recharge na fe so ye packages are very affordable Abripo junction ship mu hona bash ye wa ye di adwuma for 0556 2877 57 0556287757 ABA Herbal Clinic so far so far as so far brante eni ya die nyina last stop ABA Herbal Clinic glaucoma cataract syphilis long and short sightedness me ba cho ABA Herbal Clinic okohonma omutu eni ya die nyina ase ede amount na ono omo wadro na de aguaduane modi ensu afabi gum drink fabi gum nenom ekwa ani no intine so entine ye nipadua ni mo adwuma no ye ni so ewo ntini a eboa ema ani no eye adwuma kama enti ekọ adro ni kwa ani ni intine so na clinic so kama ede amount ABA Clinic Kumasi kwada so dwuna se main market echi adoma nkro Ebenezer Preschool be apia Kubi Cold Store and Africa so Millennium inside adade last stop for 0541565199 and 0502812161 na ni ABA Clinic edi enkomo ye ko boss ene mama Ivamati ne birthday former nurse Kofo Clinic ewo Edum Kumasi ye wish mama a special birthday we ifri hari ho ena eba maame ba ko no onka ho bi ena fe Precious Abna Bonsu USA we free ma vida any entire family no ena eba danger man
right
yes.
Young boy
boss morning
yes sir
good morning you say nyame adum bia eboko
oh we are managing
nyame tiase
ekrem
nyame tiase
yes BC results aba okay
ohima ho
say nuanom ne manom ne office for the abeba
them office for no bia nyantro BC
say aba na say ban san watcho what facility school
say ya na bi mo pick school no ebe ni results
I'm for so ambitious Utunze ka eba akwomfa. But we say omo time frame no work to.
So
select ya. It was all selecting them.
So we know how resource na actual school service
yes.
Wow.
Sa no ma ye no. Tama me no mo ya adwin kakra wo.
Adekra na.
Sa
schools here they are.
O say ya na nkwana ko crowd school bi.
Na Stella na de
uni mo ho.
Wana kan ze minya
na do ni a kire ba bia.
Minya 20 amin choose obi. Me choose obi me koso so.
Okay.
Selection there.
Ah, o jo ho a.
Protocol so mu there.
Apart from protocol no kwa me kobi. Se na ye nyina ye pe.
O show results na. Now they are paying.
And I see en choose back.
Yeah, it choose me and some fourth choice.
Until we nya de krona. But dear. Hey, go for business swaba. Okay.
Come on.
Hey.
Siwelele sends Hamza Issa packing. Currently at Joburg Airport on his way back to Accra. Tama, asem kesi SEO at the Bufusho Aba Hamza Issa ni agent and as Siwelele for and Afi Kranso Nebushia.
That section we na a headline as and a headline because we say what my headline me wa any ko ana Solomon mente headline as Siwelele sends Hamza packing.
Yeah, and
you be babiti
and tete ho 80.
You be babiti.
Okay.
Where's are the beti ni na yema o?
Enti babiti. Madaroma mate.
De ye won ho asem ni ebebusa. De ni ho asem no na eze ko.
O kan ro sa so ahwa no anya asem amusa o.
Enya hwe o to mini no. Mini no.
I rather quit football than to step to Bobby Mine. Hamza Issa swears.
Onya medu ye no.
We can't to money house for no.
Na the house for the man eba. Okay, say what story no.
So who's happy there? Kotoko pre-season adjourn for another week as management begged Tinkler to give the players more time to observe. Tama, asemasi training grounds o.
Ale.
Seka pre-season no. Ka enene ochina. Players na ko be pam wo mo no. Kenen ko be hu mu fit. So we say yem complaint me dika we ya eti ho no.
A John na say ne
say etu acheda.
Nto mo jaye.
That kan nko mo ko no. Accra no pre-season there no. Kumasi de ndie omo gusu ye. Aba Accra de no.
Na de omo ye wa hanya pre-season.
Say omo ko to so omo ko ye. Ha de ndie.
I say
a pre-season observation.
Menya a certain understanding. What's it Kotoko pre-season at John? Me am see me. Solo. I just say pre-season no more no. And no more John.
The actual pre-season.
So do more
actual pre-season. Where they say pre-season observation. Say
and they say pre-season observation na John.
There be the actual pre-season na John.
Okay.
The original pre-season now on Bayeno and they are John.
You don't want pre-season.
Observation.
I know the pre-season is a whole lot with different transitions, different processes. Part 1, we na.
We no more son.
Say meka na no.
Nothing can you the boys ni we are.
But
now they can go fear.
After pre-season. You pre-season.
Tama we no more from observation can justify
that part of the pre-season program.
And the main one no.
David. The omo ye ne so your pre-season bia.
But we no say I just said diluted pre-season be say.
But diluted pre-season, saturated pre-season, it's pre-season.
I like word no. Saturated pre-season.
Yeah, pre-season. And the oka say ya John na.
Ka afen nko mbekwa kwaye the pre-season of the bubble season ankasa no.
But the omo ye.
Think I don't be adwuma no.
The omo ye so kan.
And na ye twa sheda no.
The omo ye so kan. And the sombe twa the omo ye so.
And we don't be ya konkakra sa. Because penifo asre think I say okaso he will yank about 80% of the players. And I'm say there be a dos don't sign more 1 week no fan kakra nka ho.
One kan. Enjoy. 80% of players yanked. To be yanked.
80% of
Kotoko players.
20. What the fans say 22 per I'm say no.
I'm the Quebec basics. And I'm by that.
Sanity.
Okay, I'm just sure. What's what we are saying?
Gomra is 30 players.
80% of
6 contract. Obi aben difference aka 24.
But some of them no ebi so new players on my boat.
There be like
Nkola no mabem no.
Nkola no munya see your form count.
Okay, 80% of 24 no. 80% of 24. 19.2. And the Quebec say roughly 5 players. 5 mama kanyina.
Penifo asense on san observe.
Ujina baby agina.
Emi den kra.
Say Quebec 5 fe.
Nkabe 80 den kombeko.
Okay. And that's where. Nsa money nti na chiche din.
I like this.
Asem no dey
Like what?
Asem aka so be so na oka. The players Quebec 5 players. Quando the players Quebec 5.
The era of rumors and speculations are over. Go to Inside Kotoko for your stories. Kotoko direct supporters to stop listening to radio and go to their website. And Tama and Penifon Kotoko Penifon say supporters no munya radio na they didn't tell. He said they the Inside Kotoko aba.
Penwan kai.
Oh, what must that publish kra? Kotoko publish any say friend Inside
statement we no. Munya radio ntie ne kan. Ana wa na o dia kan wa.
Omo publish say the era of speculations and rumors is over.
Whatever.
Oh,
now yet speculation and rumor. But what the speculation and rumor?
There we meet the same story.
No, this is the era of speculation and rumor is over. How jama why dey?
Me my jama me ho.
Na na something. Omo na ready tea. Omo me speculation and rumor no. Omo na say yes me nti omo dey bi. Who dey say genuine.
Genuine.
Genuine. Yeah.
It's a bloggers now that didn't know.
So we would say
they am going genuine.
Now can say
genuine.
Oh, Mr. Cardi no to so. Boss say no me here no. Boss any the days of rumors are over.
The day of
the days of rumors are over. So
Nam say we rumor.
There be me say almost mo ha won ko tetie we de kokotoko inside kotoko. Na ko
okay. Omo ka je omo ye rumors. And omo say omo time odwom. Ba mo de nka ho. So who za de agema.
Me de nka me me nyima me ho.
so to na de na all man ho fans. Nya big deal.
Oh, but the days of rumors they are over the ampa.
Rumors cannot be over.
Now like catch on say nkofo nti asem.
O say
man like catch mpa kono cho sa de say nkofo nti asem.
Omo nti asem.
Se bia kotoko won say mo bi nti bi.
Omo
say bia ko inside kotoko anza.
Obi nti bi say say. O say asem ya nkofo jamo nti asem. O say yes.
Na yes better na twem.
Ake. Obi tene dem a na wa ka asem na nkofo ti no se etwam se mo pe asem papa na ye no krefa kotoko ho ti
o sa ne papa ne no kra be kan ho
se na ye papa ne no kra we ne fi kotoko ho no eni ade we a nkofo ko ntoko yi we nya first time o kai Herbert Mensah column every week no ofa one wa tro ni nyina nsama we na ye fa kotoko ho
and match promotion ha no be fa no
on ka match promotion
I don't count.
They are not talking about match promotion. It will include match promotion. But they are not asking anybody not to promote their match. Almost say rumor a doors. And Timon
na come for rumor na dey anka wanka. No na say bia wo pekoto information wo de ko hanom enu anu no. Na ka titi.
Rumor you obedient na so obi. That na go for rumor.
Ase
Na so obi no betra mo I the rumor.
The media will not stop speculating. The media will not stop rumor.
But they are saying that who wants people to speculate about his product? Nobody wants that.
It's just speculation, but only
say be I tell you pay adwuma. No be ti baby. Osoro no oboni slim no ka asem fa adwuma no. Who wants that? Me who dey ntia we atinye ho. Obi na opese na ade a wo ton. Na me hwe. Engofo betra om dem. Abo om trim no om slim aka. I agree with them.
Let me share the meaning of rumor.
Okay.
But
grapevine.
It's an unofficial story. Piece of news or information passed from person to person without proof that it is true. So it only comes without proof that it is true. So it only comes when it is that. It ends up not to be true. But sometimes most of them ends up to be true. And there's confirmation.
But where there's no confirmation, almost a sign in Mamunyai. I said, okay, so what we'll do.
3 minutes.
Yanko. Confusion rocks Menzo and board chairman. What you told me is different, is contrary to the target set for Tinkler.
But what is it? Are they confusing there?
Confusion rocks Menzo and board chairman. What you told me is contrary to the target set for Tinkler.
Support chairman no. I'm Tinkler target. Right. I think win the league and go to Africa and something like that.
Yes.
Anna per the buff worker no. Menzo no catch a board chairman say. The come on no DN as a daughter of football no. They were catching no. And no different from the catch
as no mupa
coach Eric Tinkler.
As a what?
And the honor buff for who say a bit of a confusion.
True, there's no confusion.
Hey,
when you're going,
the
team took part in the league. On gas on the great team, Van Gogh League or England.
But so on that of football, Anna,
no, I'm saying that. Say amount targeter, relative to the space you operate. This is our league. This is the club. This is the profile of the club. These are the achievements of the club.
You know all those things.
And you know what? Then I'm
so why do you say this here and say this here?
What is here and there?
I just say one catch and chere or catch the men's no. Hey, different from the catch head coach.
One just say
okay, so how come? It is on cover.
Say as some catch men's on kuno catch we.
Exactly.
Say omo unveil a Tinkler no. Target na bochama setting ma Tinkler no. Enye no na o catch menzo.
Exactly the make.
O catch menzo say
asem o catch menzo no and menzo no koye no o ko chechire mu chire coach ni say but it is here am penifo baby edman amakofa me se bra me agoye no. Materials na at hand no wo form. Yebeye no ma bibiri yebeye infrastructure kakra yebeye youth development kakra ye team no ankasa say
what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
And immediately winning the league going to Africa no enka
now obi ni kotokoma wa obi ni kotokoma onye league na abeji ka abeji de ya de kotokosho nso Ghana onye league na abeji aka abeji de
timing is of an essence here
Tinkler when he was appointed. I look forward to working with the players, staff, and management to build a team that can compete and win. That can both at home and on the continental stage. Tinkler. We want to build a team that will win both locally and continental. So building, you can't go to continent without winning. So underline what is building the team.
And the underline what is building the team.
Masa, mo man nka de ne. Yes. So obi mo big targeter. Yes, obi mo big targeter. O go feel obi am kan kire no.
The board chairman says.
Ya de ko to go man league na abeji ka abeji de.
The expectation is that we want to win We want you to win us the league, and then take us to where all of us want us to be. You have our full support.
Yade no mtroba and no mo yade papa. The inside kotoko ade no mo design.
On the speculation no hu bi wa.
Me hu bi wa, but it's all say you can't the rumor and speculation Zach. Ya na nkyere say obi twa na obi ye bibi. But sometimes interpretations is that the cause why create confusion in the minds of the supporters. Nenei so go fa coach na de kotoko amana e dey target na de man. It is general. We cry the Yampo without them cry out on Kotoko target. Only league by then. And then we say the other marry, the other marry. We are Kotoko coach. Only league in building team Vanco Africa. Young can just like a Kotoko Kodi Cup. And now baton for Kotoko. Yeah, and a second before halfway.
You should be playing.
This
is what boss story no yes sir.
Harry, minti mo na ade obi na oje Harry di owi ase chen me. Na the make can say edu ba bi so aso kan so etimi kire ya.
Because you do ya. Confusion now.
Confusion me no we. You catch Menzo. Menzo no target anything that target pay.
It's supposed to be in line.
No, it's supposed to be in line.
The football director.
That's think about you.
No, when they found. The football director
cannot employ Tinkler without
Menzo has not employed Tinkler. Menzo recommended Tinkler and he was employed by the board. And just a Menzo employed Tinkler. Menzo on a Juma obey. Tinkler on a Juma obey. But some so be a pay different. Everybody no. You can help me do my job and now you can just intervene. I'm saying that very good. Obia on a Juma oye. Menzo a Juma Tinkler Juma. Menzo on for be Juma no employee just like anybody. Board for na fenipa. Now bet me recommend this say emva we mra. Say me recommend this say emva say ase enyem na fa say ase Juma.
Ba wa dwene ka ho.
Na adwene de bibia so na say Juma nyina adwene de. Obi adwene de nyina adwene ye kekabo. Ba nyo na afa no. Enti nwanwa so obi betena ha no pay. No catch say.
That's confusion.
It's confusing because they catch Menzo they catch Tinkler. And inside Kotoko dey me papa.
Bo so me kura nyanu yi.
Inside Kotoko no e ade a minimum on betima ye every day kura ka boa. Ma boy you.
You should be
busy.
Said this
is
Oh, I said that. Who are coming in here? Who are coming in here? Wait. I'm not coming on in China. You should be praying for at least top 10 leagues in the world before you can play for the Black Stars. If I was the coach, like Kingston.
You should be playing for the
top 10 leagues
in the world.
Next upper Black Stars the
criteria to
Nazo players all rare. So top 10 leagues now. Players all here for here.
But you was like
on Adriba. And I say, about top 10 leagues, no me at the bench.
So about
season in about 3 matches.
About top 10.
Name of Basna. Or no, or your chain. Ubia now to be a Obobo Emma event saying, Obobo or Techie. Not the be a booby. Zano Gache.
The assumption is that it's the national bench. So I pay not just a bench no.
Normal Onyano.
But he has not been active.
Will be even a captain at that.
But he has not been active. Let me just say, Upe players are fit and ready to go. Be a man or Manchester United. Season in our one match. Like in catches or yet will be a or Bob Besiktas. The Bobia was at 20 goals.
I'm
found. That the Europeans. Yeah, no. Your boys be around. A opportunity. And no man yapping no more Europe. Ubu are Europe agent near the crane to near Team Papa Boy. But we are aware of his talent. No, all them it. Yeah, the intimate Diana. England, Libya, Germany for any view. Yeah, free. Now the zero Jamera Mela Mokobo World Cup no more. and more top 10 leagues in the world. Players who have done well at the World Cup for Africa. And found to me, man in first ask them. You are called debut or a friend saying, we had no call Brandon Thomas Asantemo.
Yeah.
Said they were in the championship.
Championship.
Championship is part of the top 10 leagues in the world currently.
Hey. Top 10 leagues in the world. Division 1 no England no.
Championship come
it's part.
Division 1
Championship no.
League
Current
top 10 leagues near Mama.
Currently Premier League. Serie A. Bundesliga, La Liga 4th. French League.
La Liga.
Brazilian League. Portuguese League. Belgium Pro League. And the Major Soccer League
9
and Championship 10.
Pacho.
Championship.
Pacho, the question.
Pacho, don't know how to listen. Yeah, the La Liga.
Ahead of La Liga.
Yeah, the Morino League no go for you.
The recent performance in Europe.
How many years are you?
I know man here you.
That way that's it. Thank you very much.
Your metrics points. It's about points. Until your class no more than more coefficient points on winning. Why getting our office because we be a play with ball league in internet automatically.
Now what done ya? That's all two anyhow. Oberity should ahead of La Liga. One other points.
Yeah, because their teams recently have performed better in Europe.
Who are
the past 3 or 4 years? In terms of more Champions League finals, me, you know.
I know what the money.
I disagree with Tomo.
So say liar some na theater granzana moba.
Straight out.
Aya keke cross Muriti League and wine to kwa. Okay, entinye Liga by top 10. Actually never for so more pre-season or more joining.
I think the deadline for some of the decisions maybe on my
okay.
I think they no anana.
Okay.
The last week Saturday the age and no den coach no. Dem come be already dinner materials ni bi o ha.
Oyiwa.
Saturday na me make us onya bre.
Yaj video.
Na say on say ba for skills we be minim. So as we be the can in the nya the crew.
Na dey no aka.
O ba wo say.
No ka be atom, no ka be atom. O be starting here the starting to.
Jack we say on antene. O say o ma join pre-season. Me ba. Obet so buy no or say Obet say decisions ni bi decisions na coach ni take ni bi relative to player standards and others no and na watching akwachi kakra
but all my boys need be chance to watch them
any please ya Johnny Adekro Madaruma pay for una go pempe ko pempe ye yeah there local montre Zach Yankwe,
very interesting. Danger man.
But I mean, to coach and assist still.
Danger man in his element.
Tinkler.
Say or say, players in standards in this animal.
The two, Omo Mutu, no, you never bought Kotoko League. No, most of them will be
80% me boy.
But 80%.
I'm never.
Another confirmation now, no.
I'm never.
Tina was a pre-season proper and because
A players no. To see about 6 or 7 quite this your man open count on contract to go. They need to replace Sancrophone. When would they players are that for the future?
But no man and a Bobby last year.
Oh, 24.
In the time I got compete pan. In time I got compete league. The league no.
Miss Omombo League, Omombo never go play.
There be last got your point. Of supporters, management, take get team call say young fan animal. That was not when was competing.
And I'm sure the coach is not talking about Ankodan. Coach na say more Kenyan Kodasem. E yo mom ye kotoko players or nim. Say Ankola here draft so about team there you don't expect them to perform like this.
No, that means
he's talking about Kotoko players no more. Why I disagree and say so, but these are players of Kotoko. And this is the Ghana standards.
Exactly.
This is the standards of Ghanaian players.
Tama, you're disappointed in the quality.
Obetma disappointed, but I'm saying that this is a reality. It's an illegality.
No, but this is what I Martin. Yes, your argument about this is a standard, no correct. But he also believes Chroma says standards, no. Should not let Kotoko go the 8.
So fuck Kotoko
pass. Your teams are standard players now are winning the league, are placing second. Kotoko is good enough to attract the best star. I said they should compete, not to go and place 8.
Truism. And no assembly. Let me say. The standard of players no normal yet pre-season. A Ghanaian player standards. The man Kotoko D8 there. And no other things are there, but these are players who were excelling in the clubs they were playing for. Zach. Omomba Kotoko, yeah, can you say Omomba Inano? Obia Jini Dean or baby and son Oba. So it's not as if say Kotoko I selected players almost standard or form. Name other factors need na but some correct. Na players nunco di 8. And all of a sudden, say Dodona Nyedia. Any amena nyadwene no only kakra bi mfim no ngopa bi mesem so target dodo na de target to win the league and place to win the league media am the players when winning nya Ghana players about compare media players on the winning media players on the media players in ahead they could be slightly better and maybe you want to get to that players we mu nyina mo media man bia na okotoko we say just imagine bia na okotoko just imagine say to for coach and okay with this media ma. Yes, on Wakobo Africans, you know, their recruitment will be different. But look at the signings that they are making. And see, second to start signings. I don't know, coaching. You see, after assessing, how much I do about nothing. I'm not, me sure, say, you see, for example, and the Kotoko centre backs now, I got 2 senior centre backs. No more last season. They were 3rd and 4th choice. They were not. After your Kotoko centre backs, they were not the starters. Aka, I found Zakaria and Amzata. Are they not Ghanaian standard defenders? But for you to at least from where they were no, sir, they are Ghanaian standard. Ghanaian standard, they are basic. And you want if you want to win the league. Oh, but Zakaria no. Minimum, but before he was coming, if you want to win, those are the players that will don't win. But when he he couldn't prove it. And you know, the argument that's why we taking dollars, baby. Any team, any top team in the world. Any top team in the world. When your 2 first starters, 2 centre back starters, everything, you would have issues. Of course. Again, right back. Of course. The first choice right back is not available. So it's not available. And I be the deputy neighbor. And you see, when top team do that level now, at that level they go and look for. Of course. I want to coach them no. It's you here. And you say be a teams you are pre-season all over the world. And no more pre-season. Don't do one. Top teams no. Don't do one. Don't do one crown. One player papa no work out. So they are managing with what they have at pre-season. Hoping. Say either say very good to be a can and now more Macabeba. I think Kotoko should be in the same situation. You make do with the team you make do with the team you have. Now I'm paying for a list. No more recruit to be a beckham. That's what I say. But the impression being created in this room, I say, Omo more Omunya. Na Akabe. 20% and I said that cannot be the issue. The skill set no Joe. The Chrome League, their league is a bit up there. Standard on the so I just want him to understand, say, Mr. Tinkler. Your league never bought your best players in South Africa, and pay was it Obi free South Africa. Hamza, by Ghanaian standard, he might be a good player. You need to Oba. Now, any performance once a day. But I'm saying that Hamza Mono one our best players. Baby, of course, South Africa, I'm going to be more bench, baby. It's the man in fact the standard of the South African League, and my heart is here. On my 1 year in Kreti, near Ruomo. Sometimes to the whole kind of Meno, to a certain extent. But when there's a target, then we coach, you begin to look for the cream de la cream. So what can you now targeting win the league and take us to Africa where we want to go? Then you will be you hand over note in Mawa. I've always said the player Samba or him, Ansu or him. Now what about me for no busa? So many what they are.
Now we have position team idea. No, I catch us. Okay, so we will go on 88. Not a we don't know one be more. Then, as I'm trying and can here corner move. The second part of the preseason, I do call the next level. No, now that place now I will have to get them on board. No, so all this now has to do with the target. No,
I'm to say one. He's not obliged to win the league this season. That one, let's set a question.
The board chairman target now.
One can win this year. He made a broad statement. And yet, I said,
one can next year.
Now,
I don't want next year.
This is
that's how I come to the
but until the Martin said, for example, Menzo, the director of football, have told even the youth team coaches and the coach they want to build very strong team that will compete in so many years. And see, most of the things that they are doing now.
26 players, including new players, will move to Accra for the last phase of the preseason.
Okay.
The Accra preseason starts on the 10th of August. Verified. Inside Kotoko. The Accra preseason starts on the 10th.
Inside Kotoko no diaba.
The inside Kotoko be in me.
How can we back?
26 players in the coach, you know. Or the players 26 there, so our 80% is also under scrutiny now.
Now, okay, which of them?
Oh.
So,
what is it? 14 players. 26 over.
Penufo
as 5
Senka preseason no starting next week send an ankomo you first on na e wa kra it means say anka players na coaching person you omo the number no person yi no kan yen ka sama ba ho enti penufo asere say we dey for
hey the tear of what says on my Kadabena and come
next week.
Monday.
Details.
They will communicate to players from a nene watching.
Monday 3rd. I think 3rd. Don't be caught 10th.
I postponed for 1 week.
But it's safe to players on the 26.
And say they are only 26. Only players never go.
The number on a number. It's almost preseason, yes.
Minimum players do.
Okay, in terms of 26, including new players. And
injured ones are but they are not training.
Very fine.
Inside Kotokoya.
So
but I that's not confirm stories and mommy no.
Maybe confirm.
That's what confirm. So I don't pay Anna news about say Coach Eddie Howe say wabre na edwuma no ontimi anya bio na reasons no ebien say so too he's not happy with the business team no recently players of Motenton Tonali has left, Anthony Gordon has left, and Bruno Gomaresh was say personally have told him say he wants to leave. And he has told people around him, say, Pinfona have told him, say, Gumaresh is on his way out and Obeko Asna. Just that, I'm saying, I can't key details be. Now, on my way, in terms of agreement on the CSC, now my way, now, Gumaresh go. Into a share the transfer business now, Newcastle area now, or new confidence in the system. He thinks, I say, team even with all these players last season, we will be named wide in Pana. Say, we are pan sana, and your 50 age now. But the other also, the side of the story, be say, even when these guys were around, he had the best players. But when he for man,
but he won cup view.
No, so last 2 seasons. They're talking about last year how Newcastle struggled in the league. Once I don't know, almost arguing for relegation.
Africa, Champions League.
Yes, because I'm sure materials now. A team that have Livramento who plays for the English national team, or Dan Ben or English national team. So now,
one of the best left backs young guy obi efi say even things akese ni bi obi na epe no Mafrod or Gumaresh or Efenis and Tonali or Antonu Efenis Gordon. All these players by the way now
a project to name Moreno Diao. Okay.
Almost
starting.
Yes.
No man farmer or in them more.
See, that is the other discussion. Say, una players when you don't find. But he also thinks that without these players, it may be the idea man. In the side out there, I say, may call. He has confirmed that Bruno Gumaresh did. Say,
Mammy Mount information kakra. Bruno was supposed to return to Newcastle tomorrow, 31st.
Yes.
Now, say, or much changing the schedule. No? He will come to London next week and undergo medical with Arsenal. That's the latest coming from inside Arsenal. Next week. London medical.
No, coach, no.
But Newcastle are fighting because I'm told they are getting 80 plus 5. 80 plus.
No, they've insisted on getting. Coach, no, I'm going to catch and conference. Boy, team like Amana say Bruno Gumaresh is going. And see, the preparation, no. Obeya without.
But we cannot sell Tonali and Gumaresh at the same time. That is the coach knows okay.
That is the coach in the problem. Anthony Gordon support. So, and I already know. I know Mona. Okay, no assembly like concert. How the team no you boom na he thinks that be any good enough. It's no case, but let's see what will happen.
So on na you
on one say oko. He has told the club that he's going. Until more for this German coach currently on Ali coach. This German PRS. No Red Bull Salzburg train until you can coach now no.
So it tells you that they now have settled to go back to a middle club status.
The manager that they are bringing in now, they are now going to be a middle class team and be in the league. So, Rodri, yes, it's almost AI confirms Real Madrid, but City have been able to get 60 million euros. Initially, Real Madrid wanted to go 50 million, but 60 million City are getting.
Good bargain.
31-year-old Rodrigo can 1 year. It's a very good bargain.
In the next 3 seasons, over more than better than 24 to 25 for no.
Oh yeah. Sally league now
that age now they bad players for no say hard.
Oh yeah.
And now you don't get me
no,
because to say a nay Rodrigo you know. Ngolan divine mo.
But the agent.
But about 2-3 solid seasons.
So we saw him at the World Cup.
Yes.
So it's a good bargain for Man City to get 60 million euros from him. And on a City say Omo Konlel 18-year-old Moroccan international Ayub Boadi, who was a star man of that Moroccan team at the World Cup, 100 million euros. And this can Lille for Epe. So I don't pay we are here and say City 90 million plus 10 million add-ons. And it's a City. And you can compare Rodri's replacement in Ayub Boadi.
Wow.
Or making a debut, senior debut at the age of 16 into about League Arno. Even 18 years, about the 3 seasons. So at age 16, not about the French League A. Then 17, boy. Then at 18. And see, very young boy. But I'll share the number of games that he has, over 60 appearances in the French League A at age 18.
No boy, I wake up watching Gumaresh.
Oh no.
Gumaresh
this is what are you body on your screen. You hear him say, oh what?
No, I display Brazil against Morocco. Watching midfielders, no, including Bruno Gumaresh when you go bottom. Papa. Yeah, okay, yeah, can. On first match, no. Morocco first match. Midfield or
Casemiro.
Oh, not Casemiro. We are not saying we down.
Me busa man on go na oti o me buto.
Tired legs.
Casemiro ni Gumaresh mo. E be a combination na amwa. E be a go Gumaresh ne Raisa. Gumaresh ne Raisa.
Onye man tonight player.
Na mama man United. We are players.
It will do. This is the big one City wants to activate. Ayub Boadi, very good player. We say our Rodri Nyamani bi. press resistance. You can take the ball under any pressure. You go from the pressure. Very good player and we're very young. Into more years out of him, I develop more. But so what I say now, the problem that City will have, and it's still now, I ain't if it's a big problem. Pep is not there. So as to whether this guy can develop very well under Enzo Maresca is another discussion.
Can go for him.
Yes, call him say Pep. Emma Rodri akwa Ayub Boadi aba. He's going to make good use of Ayub Boadi. But yeah, Pep, Enzo Maresca. So the discussion is that what the end of it me aye. Is say oh nyanya man obet me improve na. And we are waiting to see how this transfer window will go. So to have a transfer window in there, what Gonzalo Garcia no? Fulham. Real Madrid the more 70 million euros. That is a confirmed figure.
They are fine.
Gonzalo Garcia, Real Madrid are collabing strike me.
Why do you have 70 million?
Fulham.
Because coach no na Kofana.
So no coach no Real Madrid.
Last time more cat be woman. As my abrofunti ayi ani. Bere ana akwo nwa be bi no akwaje wo. Bobi ma me nua bi wa chen.
We F back. We walk of
70 million.
70 million euros.
Na Fulham do play at 70 million.
That is confirmed. That's how we call Madrid. We say the problem is Madrid are all call.
I'm saying why should Fulham be spending or they quite?
Or the Bobo League come. That is
a championship of Munyan to say. Giddy moment.
So I force them to go and pay 70
position
striker number 9. Number 9, I quarter about 70 million. Or also
about Real Madrid.
Yeah. And Real Madrid now.
Real Madrid the best funded Rodri simple. Simple grab and
that is a news there. So
okay.
One big news. So what follow FIFA na UEFA talk.
Yeah, interesting.
Very interesting one. Now UEFA, CONCACAF, and FIFA Pro, are spoken against that. Almost say FIFA Forward Enterprise. That is the name. They want to sell some percentage of FIFA World Cup commercialization event to private ownership. Say if FIFA World Cup event be you decide how you be
will be a prediction when you're 20 million.
Yeah, 20 million.
I'm the Ghana they assigned that though.
Almost signed that.
Africa.
GF $20 million on it.
For subscribing. Agree. 19 September say federations will be fan report whether they accept or not. The majority I say among Tiasia. Sadi we nyejuma. Now you have any fee say
money for 30.
Infantino wants to say the relationship with the fence Donald Trump.
Yes.
Now you have any fee say US for now no more. Yes.
Work on Trump.
Yes.
Our business deal.
So they are now going to find a way to enrich our friends. That is why UEFA stances. At the expense of football, no. Because just imagine them so too. The amount of the US way, sa 50, 20 minutes, 30 minutes break in year, no. Okoton sa event, no. The commercialization in the Emma on Kofo US for year. They'll find a way to get their money back. So what it means is that Omodi never be I am on football. About be shame to get their money back. So that is why football people are not happy or to how Infantino is. But also if said there's money. Sika because to I had $20 billion. Oh, sa scanner omutonwa $20 billion. And if you be nya, until you buy sa antakwan because you have one say they are threatening to boycott the World Cup. Whether they have the gas to do it is another story.
Transferring their ban any job. I think sir, and when you discuss John Stones are
to Inter,
yes, to Inter, and the fact that I'm feeling says and Arsenal, it's Mignano. But an Arsenal farmer a different reminder in Bruno Guimaraes. Yes. And then that is a solid addition. Where Arsenal fan you should celebrate over this addition because and you remember Arsenal a team defend the Premier League and a chance you free BBTCC. What about those? Why analyze Arsenal team no power? And there's a problem with most teams when they win tournaments and they win competition. Where to add?
they be a headache. Because most of the time, it looks like a perfect team. And I achieve success. Until you struggle to know, say, Memfa we measure her. Memfa we measure her. It's normally a problem. And again, when you're too little of it, the team don't come up with any new plan for the new season. And now you're too baby or like too much changes. What will happen is that the team will destabilize, the rhythm of the team, the chemistry of the team will be affected, and you need to start from the basis again. A typical example was Liverpool last season. Too much changes. Ebinye omwankasa ne pay, but players ni be koi. For instance, losing Arnold or the right back position affected the rhythm of Liverpool's attacking plan, how they use Arnold. Jeremy Frimpong by Mzoto, the coach tried and realized that Andy Robertson is doing a declining stage into Manfa Melos Kirkeshimbra. And at the end of the day, the back line of Liverpool, they played like a phenomenal form of their rhythm because of the changes. Or introduce Florian Wirtz to the middle. Send that midfield thread Liverpool J, the Premier League, it was slot first season in Gravenberch. Now when you Soboslai, McAllister, Mame Fanenbeck Kahon, that team need new flavor no, to it disrupted the entire rhythm of the Liverpool midfield. Afi, na position Krobe Yusubo and a problem. So using the midfield. And using the midfield meant that needed to sacrifice his informed player in Dominic Soboslai and take him to the right back position. Edu be not nakwa wings. And I read him let's say. Then up front attack. The introduction of Ekitike and Isaac affected the game plan, which was Salah being the focal point. Because players not for mobile now. Their profile was a bit different from profile by enhancing the quality of Salah. Because Salah exploit power when he played with Firmino. And Amanaya only so much interested in scoring, but dropping to help build up from the middle zone. And Salah will now cut in from his favorite position to the center forward position and do the finishing. But we told the Sakeba, now the Kitikeba. These are players that want the ball in the penalty box so that they can do the finishing. So at the end of the day, Emmanuel be a problem for the rhythm of the team. Too much changes in the Liverpool winning squad. Yehudia two or more. Enti changes no ya boy, no to one ya boy. So it should be critical and it should be clinical. And I know that my manager Bruno Guimaraes di yo. So check Arsenal team now. Then for Liverpool, they are making for 18 years example. If Liverpool had a player that could rotate and play number 6, play number 8, and in some occasions even act as a number 10er, and Komu has a problem room because the player was a one-dimensional player. Mimi position a number 10 her. I just say unya baby and fanning Bobby. But in Bruno Guimaraes, the first thing Arsenal will enjoy is how versatile he is. So when you bring such a player, if your number 6 starting your issues, he can slot in and play for you. If your number 8, which is your boss-to-boss midfielder, any issue, he can slot in for you. And that is what Odeba gave him. So he's a player that can operate in a double pivot, in a single pivot, even as a deep line playmaker, and also as a box-to-box midfielder. So how versatile no, you know, add a lot of quality to Arsenal team, and it will not really disrupt the rhythm of the team or create a tactical headache for the coach in Arteta. The last thing every coach needs is an NFL tactical headache. Once you get a tactical headache, you have to tinker with your squad, and that will have problems. Now, away from Ono, Arsenal come on and what thing free say. Arsenal, yeah, some sort of defensive stability and intensity. Arsenal born says Zubimendi Bar. He's somebody that recycle the ball, pick the ball, spread it to the left and right wings, and start the build up. Declan Rice, yeah, the attacking aspect, yeah, the box to box aspect, yeah, a little bit of physical jobs now. But who England will World Cup no, and who Elliot Anderson, and who Declan Rice partnership. And what we also realize is that in some occasions, to also get the best out of Declan Rice, give him a robust player, non anymore. And say Arsenal Atata with 2-game plan to amplify and get the best out of Declan Rice. And that's the Bruno Guimaraes by amount. So ordinary ball as double pivot, or the defensive work, or the playmaking work, and also a replacement for Zubimendi. Inti an Arsenal beba obetimi decide say obo Zubimendi no about Bruno Guimaraes no about Declan Rice. A mechanical midfield that is best suited for any game plan against an attacking minded side. Arsenal be decide say yenka ye tonchum. That is what you are going to get. And in Bruno Guimaraes, you are getting somebody to the press resistance also. Because why na on your be open so dispossessing is Lubenya. He's a player that can receive the ball or try to be physical, so to be physical and the elite progression, how he progressed the ball is also top notch. In Moto, you're more Arsenal for Nabaso when it comes to some of these changes, necessary changes. You need it when it comes to your game plan. And these are some of the things that we normally call for Arsenal.
Moving forward. Mount say Carragher also can come back all once. Liverpool, that's not the player they need. And that they should get a right winger where Salah operated from. When he was
marketing is scanty.
No, but they think that at the left side they have a lot of players there. Liverpool. Omobo, Gomoha, Gapo, German, you know, can easily operate from the left. They are very expensive, you know.
Flying
weights. But the
none of those players.
No, it's not that. That's not the issue. The issue is that why do you go for another left winger?
When your right
Salah
side,
all corner, no
right side, hono. Anyhow.
And that they should look for a right winger.
To Liverpool common. One thing people need to understand that Liverpool will move from almost structure and mobile under Salah. Now Liverpool is going to play with a target man. Sana Liverpool born is say Babe. Yeah, the number 9 Babe born. So Liverpool might not necessarily be looking out for wingers. Ebe Masala numbers ni bim. Because he says, so check market and so power. Wingers it Masala numbers no. Omo saying. So here even Michael Olise am so to kana asema. Ultimate numbers like Mohamed Salah numbers no. Sa numbers na Sadio Mane. Check the Premier League na scan around. Say what check here. Last season, Haaland was the top scorer. I go Thiago and Antoine Semenyo. None of them are wingers. But at a point to Premier League, in your Sadio Mane, Mohamed Salah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, some of your top scorers. These are all players they are comfortable operating from the wings. But he said, what check here? Last season, to scan around and look at the teams. Maybe it's also how many wingers and a producer even goes more than double digits. It's now the entire game plan of Liverpool versus. But I think that me just sure as a coach in the day, Bakola Eba only for one-dimensional position. I think it will be more than that. I see Liverpool operating in a different realm. More of all supplies to the number 9. Other players can also score. I think Bakola Mitutu, Yashana our left wing, but in the game, coaches might have a different plan for a player, modifying the player for the right wing. Inti Bibiabesa or Liverpool. The market is not the best. No to check a market. No players now established. They are comfortable in their teams. They don't want to move. The ones that are also rising up, the value of them also so huge that the competition is entirely different. In terms of common thing, so scanning around here. If you start scanning, you don't get the options. Enti share wingers ya coach teams ni be chasing. Although Diamande Ondruho, but almost everybody is chasing him. They are still after him. Spurs Savino. Savino need a second chance in the Premier League.
But Savino thinks he will probably develop under the
exactly. But he need a second chance because when Timian blow into the full realm at Manchester City, winger baby, Bakola Dina Aba. Chelsea had to rely on Danny Welbeck when looking out for a plan B. It was a market.
Why medical no Danny Welbeck?
Yes, it almost done. Or ABB.
Jaka Henderson.
Henderson's why any dear part.
Oh, okay.
Timoto, who's scanning around that? Options no way. Barcelona pen number 9. Oto Basa pen number 9 oh bro mobre when it comes to number 9 because the obenya ne born edin and at the ne born in your den so no and at the second option team na peja bonu ma who ni say on deserve us abodo the value they have to soon deserve it inti Basa say no they were smart with Karim Adeyemi and Anthony Gordon very quick no me no adie and some call for attention in koso so it is quite difficult and edu baby ana ama you may not get the perfect fit but you get an option that you can modify to suit your game plan and that's what we say Liverpool here with Bakola and Zoto.
Tino as a hotel Webek din yo nwana
Obey adwuma no me dey say baka no face.
Oje 13 goals so. One starting matches in Bebreo.
Yes, sure.
For training and then about 13 goals. And on Henderson. O Chelsea dey always start you.
How come no. Joao Pedro will still be the first choice.
Of course.
It's
Na Dilap Oko.
No, Alonso if he gets a club, they should allow him to go. It's
no
open.
Oda
be maka chiro mo. Ono ne Nicola Jackson na no. O ka tell me like if they get a year omo nto omo no nko na so mo nko.
And on go city.
Why?
Na nya ma Enzo Maresca na ko fan ba.
La di la para.
Ah, di la fan. Omo na ko ya na.
Omo pe.
Haaland you as well. Anyway. Right, you know.
Good. Yam right now, e ba beto so. Bayport Savings and Loans on a pay make come for the amount. A bona feno kokosechi na bra bona ya in time fabi. De bia me kan na to asum oh meko na ye moto mesrawo. Sika na wodi akoto ba bi no a emfa fa so bia amre wono. Aden na emfa nko yesusu dua e wo Bayport Savings and Loans. E wono sika da ho a wudada ni nyina no ene se wono no wodi ho akoto payroll lending no eso eno nti enya de so bia wa chezo me sika akoto ene brana so me kwa koyi na mensa nka da bi ensi da bi rada ni nyina no se wono dodo na sha ase ene hwe bia wodro dodo na tete ato apama tete agu na wada so jane na so de tie nie na wo 3 months ho yo 6 months de wo ho ene afi ba ku mua de e wo ho e bia putupurumpo wodi susu de wesi woni so me person na sia me amekome kwan so person na sia me to me ka bi me person na sia me to masase bi enu nti na me yes ade putupuru bia bobom na nso a woko Bayport a ye use ka nyina de amaw de ye nyina so woni tuom fiko ebre no so pe na sa amacho a wutimi yi no phone so ana ye ne akasa timi gado enu nti bomodem ina the whole Ghana ba bia ba hunu Bayport office bia no bowura ho enkojina kwa no so ne musa obi na sister yes bi dabi ona na ka asem kire wo a we shall sister ko na asem kron enu aka kire wo no enu nti mensa bokum so dia na ni fa so dia na jese ye kwa mekom ha ya traffic light na se ke Bayport ena wo ho no ba bia wo bia no wo hunu Bayport bowura ho no pay na be hu se enche kra no na won so udi adanse ne ebi wo frame Mr Daniel e was 0244 598400 mo so mo frɛ Dorcas no e 0558 1192 and 81 na just when your Dorcas so number no Eugenia e 0559 980891 and an kwakwa ne 0242 288915 and no e Mr Michael and so number and am dia ma won Bayport to the always future no ACCA abey Herba Clinic Abe Herba Clinic and ya wada yes nkofo de yaw no a konkadan o si tana so patapajan hia pe no afa taxi no afa ya pe in the next 5 minutes drop in crowd on fire taxi driver cro e de ne beduru do de ne beduru nyina no be kona nkofo gu ho ubohu pe wa hwa be ka se dom no wa abe be hwa de hia ne se ye bo modem na afidie na ka che se wo ye de enie aduro ne de odom nkwa de adom no nti ana maka che wo se da bi ayibiru adwo ne nyina mo no yesi ne hima anu nti he ensi de biara da wo de be ko hene ne a recommend bo modem fa bra be ya de we de bobodi wo ha sei sa kra ne kasa anya ne nante enye na sabi na no ba nsuo bo modem sekese no fa ko abe Herba Clinic he ni nyina mo no be ma pese nei na nko ojana na so ye adwuma na nso stroke no kada ne nsa po cha ne nine po wo kwa na dise so no mu bo modem tumirika fa na bra tana so apatapa New Side Johnson abedie was diabetes no no de bia wo hye ade no hu se ade na ehu papa eno nto de vim ena hye diabetes no fabre na afei enyina din na bibia enkonkan me kana sa wo ye osade aha no patim na je se wo bo pass no wo bo ne patim typhoid no na wo wie enkomon de wonya bi e wo fom yade no tos ma modie nche se okwa international mama be wontumi emwa ena no pay wo to nsa fra no wo 0243 abe 345 abe 392 abe 0243 abe 345 abe 392 abe no afre 0506 abe 460 abe 208 abe na just say wona no ahwabom na ayade no atumi akọ Franco nie as the PSA media mano mo amunya Nokia phone Samsung iPhones no ye ka kire mo no mo ko na bo no wo fom eso acha so dia mamo mo yusu ye se ko be se 2 years ni ehun ma sam Franco sana ne nyema no etie ni nyina ene se wo wie pepe na afi wo dwene fi ho se fi ho ni kano ebe ye kama enei ye tie ne se unya smart TV a to kase to ho ne ho pakobo office wo air condition washing machine microwave blender generator CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere gas and electric stove nyema nyina no eye papa Franco ne diaba wadradum edabadwel edum old Mekon Kofo clinic new kajetia ho nyina no ya de branches no e dia ben ono pay wo fra Franco e wo 0245 316969 0245 316969 na je Franco eto ama fie asetena ya wode phone so wonya papa e dia kura ohenre akoso do ya wose menka wo se enkrobata ne miensa akra kwabenya ACP Road Power Bar Stop takrade de Anaji Estate yene bank no ene pen kuma se fe yes nie yes that just Abosuntu Road do ya na junction so eho ena 40 liver for edimirika obokono mu no line nie hepatitis line nie prostate line nie fibroid line nie kidney line nie ni nyina no o SK o yam keka no betu livoke o liver no yem pese wakakoda dialysis so sansa wan hwa masasema na ABC yisi giska edemau ni nyina no ye kabom efre no 0244 544 422 0200 383 831 number simeni for power specialist Heba Hospital. Yes, the best manager said here wama Asokoreampong community bank PLC if you dumu kwa dumu e ba enye ne and also nchese da bi wo ba ye no de foforo and de abeka mu anu ngo hoda da no ho enu ntudwadi no kwa na e ko nanim yesi bank no wo ba ye anyesa wo free aze wonya sikafia bi sa no manu mo se bebie ye ba ye bank de susu dua no yes this kind of 5 billion no this one saka wa hetia wa trem and sika da wo maka sun dansa anu odin tudu hobono a wo dada entina nkofo de mirika koye individual savings corporate savings susu savings with very experienced mobile bankers and de biom baba waso ye na ni mote putupuru bia ba wo pebosia okoye se odila no so echena ene menipa no kran first kan ma ono mo de no ye fa ne Pashu loan no akwaje uwie pa ye ususu loan ba ko a no so require for no collateral salary loan for private and government workers ni nyina eda ho de de kotoka de bo modern akọ clear nyema eni bibia no wo kwa wo de beba ho we nyina no area Unity Link, Apes Link, C-Link, ni nyina no eye adwuma ewo Asokoreampong Community Bank PLC eno ntika se Asokoreampong ho eni aso ye ne kase uwie pa mo amu manhia no eye manhia opposite manhia Palace Museum ho ubenya nkrobata no ba ko ho mo amu so micro no new road traffic light na so no ano dan na pizza man wo mu no ba ko ena hunhunu no ena se de foforo de aba no eye adum new Nsuase Palace building no opposite railway station ho na no so watumi enya Asokoreampong Community Bank PLC de tell say tenated enu no eno na me ma boss player de abamu enupa no eye enum ni nyina no nko agina nsa no abua memei munyina mo na so bra we ma ye kusu ba ne da won chen ya na chese wo je adwa enu ntima ne nko ne mu ji so onya before capsules eno de wunyanya bia pokra na chese wo gira won na so wo wie pa ya ko petenated hayan capsules wani no e wo so ka no wana otwu ade anwumre wo snap ne anwumre wotumi ka babu sanse kosiada wo appointment e wa so dem enu nti wo de e tenated hayan capsules mo amokoto tenated tomac mixture no kai se osa eni afei gas na be gyan we no ni nyina e be dwane mo nso amokoto tenated malake no hye nso se headache ne de edwawo a obi kasa kura wonte malaria ne how typhoid ne how na waye mre stress no wafamu a waduro tenated malake e ma ne nyina no muntu nkogu Tinated vinake so tinated vinake unya biana just vi ewurase ho atum say yes wanom ama ya ndaka no ho adwuma ama say the person na no eto atwa nsufutuo bia nsufin bia so se bi enkam ebe flow se de esisi so na nyama nyina akoyie yase branches ne de abem ewo ene me no ka say so full about stop ba ko ho number ne 0552 713-604 one more so market no more friend no pay was 0548-705-457 more so more fantastic opposite apprehension no a 0594-204-354 me see adwuma na me pede amamu amote bantama patase santase so ame kwada so the here ne so wo MCA certificate sales and marketing certificate manya area manager amount field auditor medical counter assistant and a sales rep ni nyina no kai say 0241 386917 0241 386917 and also your number but we modem na wetimi afre 1127 and eya akosua sewa ne birthday and nti dada was say bantuma na ubutu ya show special birthday
akosua sewa de dada lumba ira
na ni dinu na ne
na we wo bantuma na we so one de bae
we ye me yonko brebo abra na me ye legendary session no na just menini dilumba honko
obey
they all two cry am obey
ono the same
I say me wish you
ono the same
ono the
dada na say we see akosua sewa obantu na akosua ye den
akosua menini ne oye mum just me sheda ya anatomy ne ba me ne ve
na ebusa dada no on diagnose
atwa dey say ta fa onanka ja
na zanu go dey ho
o ka so ye den ni tram ka se bia nka
se bi oto aduane
no na me ken
na se bia o barbering shop bia
oh yes post player
ona na ere
o because akoso se wa barbering shop
na be be
say ya say na no
so yala
me teacher ni bi na ka che me se o say mo hu se adwuma aye kese aye yi pa na ya na edin no mde to so na mfa adwuma no no me example say x uzobu abi asiasia one boutique dien nyame na aye say so the over x adwuma no me mfa any x ni we yo
that's Twitter
obo say apple obo say a phone laptops ni ade de say edin no mo to no sa de obo say asiasia bi na adwuma Captain Siasi Enterprise. Right, Babu enko nothing.
Eti ye ko na je say enu anu nti no Hamza Issa is at Johannesburg Airport as Sewelele sends him packing for Haas refusal to release his release letter for ICT. Eti tam information e pekene say ITC ITC information e pekene say House of Folk striker Hamza Issa and a loan deal and then koni silili na $10,000 and then ke wom na boy no so mama 40,000 and na boy na 40
ado oni contract na
or contract
or 2-year contract
has been nothing
10,000
asene mingwa mindia
ka has been 10,000 loan deal no for one season 1 year na player na 40,000
10,000 on the mama wan as na ho etuaneka
na team etuaneka
okay na boy nya 40,000 year salary akomre mano
signing on fee
na loan e ma signing on fee
but sano mu commutu ama boy no according to agent ni dey sano onchichire mo dey mayen no
okay
ama has for no
ogobo obi ade ebosia use afi na afi so ade na ade abrena o se sign on fee ebi a just o mu tie mo bi anu be explain say ebi a to entice the boy to agree
ebi a
one season
on say but me say
na has na your dey na ko back and one season and 6 months later obeti ma be free agent na has nya 10,000
boy no contract no 2 years and contract no mo ya na option to buy everyone
for
Siluele.
Also to buy after the first season.
First season. And has been a SAS kana or more pay beer.
That's almost
and it returns to House of Folk. No better one.
Not had 1 year season.
So you still have another to convince him. So
anything has for Adrian.
The 18 say
has Adrian say mum for him gone.
Has for no and ka omo his card in Basil will for such say has release that number am omo register and sana omo tua. In them say some disparity kakra so e was arrangement in.
Okay.
Me tama ba che yen say so tua wo the letter ne kwa ansa na tua ka ana
a business am say obi anyo obi me who why usually on go from payment plan they are establishing the agreement too. You better say that say but this day we will do this. And to me who the could do say we am farmer because a part of the discussion. That's what I mentioned. Same time now more discussing we it's okay. So when agreed that been a first payment beba.
As a mistrust
no so share the whole deal now. As a House of Folk day I'm a fan of a player neko.
Because the player wants to go
agents no influence inside mama do baby no player no. But for cry story so many times. Say agent take it ready and say now the boy was not at peace playing for House of Folk. So they thought say when
yeah man on going
on it won't just cano. Scanning near YTC or Sabe come here. And go for also train say all
right.
And the boy neighbor the Obanti said there omo akofa na fi club no camp. Then he goes to the airport and then and plane.
Megas also airport.
It says I need arrangement. But this time they may also airport. Go from an opano there now or Macofano if it's in the camp or Kobabano.
And I said not with my or my with my Adani. See where Layla as one for.
There be almost say almost person or occupy space on me and register another striker.
I'm told say I can't say a team no the issue in our transfer ban no no the everything about this transfer is the transfer ban. Now here is the situation. FIFA connect system has been banned. There's a ban on them. They can they can sell, they can buy. And it has for no sir team no Emma has pressure to give them release letter. And has a catch on say, yeah, the moment you see
register.
You can't register because system no reject it because there's an international ban on us. Into Munya Botre. And as for now, I catch on say, as at last week, Togo has issued a check. I'll go through a process. Meaning, more deal bank and I say, those monies under than $15 or so $1,000 no paying that amount no yeah 1 day process that is what I'm being told say and 1 minute 1 day 2 day process but I could do bank wa made the process to pay coach no na
ya clear
mo e ba everything ko munya abotre check o mo really check na ko mu tue sika no nto munya abotre na boy o mu clear process ni wie na MD ne mo the release letter. But I'm say, Omunusun say, there is a delay. And I'm friend, they can say, my boy, no, Abba. But me made a be after that. Once she can't involve in Kano, if you come outside about a insult to
10,000.
Just that, was asking, say, I'm the Nanos and the manager in here, a lot of confusion. I say, let's allow him to go now. It is such player no they will not deliberately decide say I am manonko and assembling now a transfer ban that has caused all this problem.
Back when going
Hamza Issa swears I would rather quit football than to step back into Pobi mine. Tama wakachire benenuma na say huma tama mpacho ni di na enuma na ehuma
na ahuma
enua okachire no say onfa release letter na ma me register e mo ma sir we lele dia ene se me ba na se me ka se me ja football bo me mo bo bi se me sabe abeba ma has of folk pa de la line enti eno so ye asema eno so watu ka to dia ba watu sabo na ba asa na obe land back to Accra
almost education power. Because if this boy has been educated, the reason why release in Yamba.
And interesting,
you will not be speaking ignorantly like this.
Interesting, if you speak to the agent now, agent know you speaking the way Hamza, he's blaming House of Folk.
That is the level of ignorance.
Tama anope any agent ni kasa na ne
blaming House of Folk. She say, only the kasa has all your House of Water. We be careful. The donation and the poster no. I still say has them somebody at the
release now. Yes, the thing say has deliberate. There's a transfer ban on them. They can't transfer player. And in this year, what you have to do is, your agent, you want to come to the MD, and I say, find a way to talk to Munipim. And I say, oh, okay, sir, man, come on, money and time from my. So it should be in a form of apologetic way.
Agent, say, only Muma Kasayeno, and Muma Kasayeno, or promising say by Friday, which is Ochina. Nanka, checks not clear.
They don't control the banks.
I say, she said, next week.
They don't control the banks.
So Royal Enforcement cannot wait after next week.
Agent, no.
Okay, but I do it to it.
Money always say, House doesn't control the banks. How do you work?
So based on this, no, NMA forwarded to speak to Hedenk, the lawyer, who has confirmed when they actually say House of Folk has contacted him through the managing director, and House of Folk are catching the entire amount, no. But 3 days ago, I contacted the buyer, so he's waiting for House of Folk to finalize everything. They normally. So I think at the background of that, and I catch that agent is a bit more next week, no.
There's a problem with Wasem, no. Boss, there must be no kakrebi. Has person mutual principal, no. Interest, no. Has asking Renhedek to waive it. Boss, but that is another challenge. And the Renhedek and his lawyers are not accepting that offer from House of Folk, no. But you say because the principal is correct.
I'm my question. If it has aware, say there's an issue with transfer, and that why would they allow the boy first of all to go?
Because I could do 2 months war South Africa.
And no maintenance reason.
But do 2 months or home. Send nama so really for now frustrated.
I can't call it there. I do, but we know the House of Focus agent because of the pressure from. It's over the
line.
All of a sudden, no one to me about him. And maybe I don't work much. I'm not going to cry and because about for that story now. I said that down by Bakotoko, none of one already. It's a boy in South Africa.
I know the ticket by.
I take it back, and they felt say it has become one too many. And I'm not boy, you know, the head is not on. On the Ghana, a typical Ghanaian player when you're outside deal, $50 or Pesoko. So now boy, no one management no, but at the center contract House of Folk continue on teaming in free camp. So when it got to that point, there's some money. It's a whole lot of
All right.
Can anybody say House of Folk is in a mess?
David.
Because coach, when say coach is still on my, at least pay me check this morning on my. Na yesi nka eso be nra ye nkwa be story no ha ba ene on my player omuntimi nto player omuntimi nton omuntimi nye bibia and Tama thinks it's not a mess.
Me mess bia say problems number no solve na transfer na say huma e be nyuma or of him I say he is confident say or be solve problems. Let's not lie with them now free obi anafo omu dina ho. Yeah, na soldier for
no pen omutimi yo. No pen omutimi yo time. I say coach be no be che isa no na aka no.
Now assistant coach is not well. Okay, pre-season there it should be the
head coach no because
okay.
It's any obeso obo ni bobo ni ade nyina say ni nyina ofia say de chechere wo. Eric Tinkler so disappointed at Kotoko, the quality of Kotoko players at hand. He was going to sack about 80% of the players, but management begged Tinkler to give the players another week. Pre-season Accra postponed for another week. Time I said no the confirmation am I say pre-season next month. Next month. Until 10th August, yes. And Oma postponed. Nanka next week Monday, Kaseka team no move to Accra. And then you ka Tinkra be communicate to players na kotoko in here omo so omo nko. Then Sunday, Saturday, omo call Accra na ko prepare. Nanka then zoom into Accra, and then the next phase of the preseason, you know, ever continue. But information picking say, I beg Accra be me say we dey esro. Na butere na sa players ni biem. Na he say bia obenya Accra dey so, wo dey na wa picking so a. Na fi ye hu dey betima ye. Nti eno so ye latest a eno so e wo ho no so no. Former Kotoko goalkeeper Danlad Ibrahim storms Kotoko training grounds today as he becomes a free agent. Tama, ofi Ethiopia ba. We a free agent. Na information pekene se ene mpenifo bi na kasa se omra na omeso na ho de hwese obetimi asa demu de amakotoko a. Ti Danlad ene obi sina tadako jaachi ana pa adwo menim be be anopa training no. Be anopa session be koso bia no. Danlad will be there. Na akodwane na kyese ono so etimi akwakohwe akoso na ho de ahwese obesan ba be da post mu e de amakotoko nso a eno so eno no nti eno ye Danlad kakra eno so ewo hono mo. Menzo and board chairman confusion rocks them. Contrary as Menzo says the board chairman target to Eric Tinkra is contrary to what the board chairman told him. Tama information ya pekene say board chairman any Menzo kasa say omna me judgment no. The arrangement or the agreement is that materials at hand no form kakra and akotoko pese omo chart a new path building a strong youth team a be feed that team to the senior side after preparing a team the next 2 years no nanka team na be gina ho until we Menzo kra na he signed a 2-year contract with Kotoko. By the time obe we 2 years no build a very solid team e di amakotoko and I'm so and Menzo so ko catch team class challenge mako judge me bi wo Ghana yenko na yenko ye na say ni na wum and I think class so tiase afa ye be on veliting class yes think class Kokoji league no nko Africa na je say ase dia wo catch me say ye meye no ase wase sana se wo pejam bi sa ne ade nti ama Menzo is not happy just say I say the confusion kakraba no and so
then Menzo nya happy no
say aso enkomo on netting kakudi matin krapene so ba be adwuma no because think ka materials na wo sisi ano a enye materials e digi league Africa and Bochama so a demanding league in Africa so nti esa na ase me do for that dam kakrabem so nti because players na ho de nanka
Menzo no be mo
nanka onyanka obesum kakragu so onyanka obesum bi agu pa nanka what the
okay
ababe wurawuram
but that's it captain
so eno no
Mr. To on that no cross o kan ya na edin bate ma ho utimi council ma ho kan asem we me ka say asem we last week na me ka say me free say
ba na da bia dem kan say if say ye wo no kre na ye wo
adwenkyere
say da bia say
ana okay
opinion dia na no kre
no kre ne say Mr. To okay good question
say dia na fen say we dia
good question asem who say na asem ne besi woni say na dia na tie right
but
na o se catch the baba no
se mi hu se sa na be de wo hu se sa na ebesie no mi hu enti ejese de me kan nya no kre
okay so hu ya there's a way a obetimi anya botama ni pa na chechu mu amwate ase dan say unya hu ba office o masa jade o kan me ka wetu some Kotoko supporters boze o ka sem ya ba asante Kotoko no wo hu na so bi o ade say ye say ya o unu adwenche ka ko ye say ka nko ye we message sini sa ne mana me ba ye fon so ne bebrebe so to ade a esi Kotoko ne ya yo mu postpone omo Accra no kono eye clear say Kotoko players a omo hia omo no omo nyae players a Kotoko free say omo na bebo league no they've not got omo nya sa players no so so omo ba attack kakra because na make say this is a nice coach the program ni bibia ye fantastic the program no say get to the players no out don bebo ball no and if you end up training everybody na e be we star players no abenya fine training but enyo omo na be represent team no abraya ko ball league na because to na match ado about nothing are you going to attack us no tender. So the reason why Kotoko official don't come more Accra on Monday, there's almost try another week in I don't know. One, all players need to be afraid of Maba to say Jamfine, that Rasta got the name. Tall guy. And she and Uganda Nini, those players I feel no in Aba. Misoto Kotoko will keep a lot of players unless it's your boy. That is one thing that players new. So last time I say come and be the players, no players or because the same players can come good. So and then the team no a lot of things we are all spending on the players becomes another issue. So the board wants to give those players a lot of them a second chance or a chance to play. After the players ever on top 1 or 2 add the account. The coach told them say he needs to assess and sana what said on peso moto. You know, Ebianka Ekakoto Konkwa, Ebia players be wa to sabe we come over. But because the coach needs to sue and Nema and Sana or a recommendation, all these things are delayed. And not any the reason to spend another week in Kumasi. Now because no league in Basel September 4th, right? September 4th, you run this August 10th. Yes, time wo mu de. Nanso we go to the players na man tema. Still there will be problems. Those players are going to person add on the count. So man tema. There will be problems. Not make say last in players boy Samba ko, Ansu ko, Kamara ko, Zakman players maybe names no. Baby Albert ko, the no wings see. Amidu Akwa ko. These are status. These are Kotoko status first choice players. So Kotoko need to replace those players. So replacing them no and no na akofa that delay no edeba. I am only hoping say by Monday or more can ebedu ho no. We to now players no. Now ma ba be ka ho. No man the full complement of the side. Then the coach no only see any tactical play now say any adebi of person or yeah Emma players no enya de be the next season's league now. Now when you and it will come at a good time for him. Not to prepare team very well. Prepare team never starting after we move baba. I don't think that would be good for them. Because Master could not do as now come the first game no occur in Nigeria for the defending champions MI 4-2. Now I'm to Obayan was say what mistake no here. Mistake or here and they say no move for some person Nigeria for no. Omo high say pressing. Omo press omo high. And in doing that, now say kwa be to ho. Entino obesi now he's playing against Burkina. We those our own neighbors in Tiana Bona Eden Kakra. I expect an improvement. Yes, first game we receive some criticism but before say your man the benefit of the doubt to say we are the worker on the worker. But say ko tosu mienu an Burkina so sa e ko se ku so dia. We so to any go for some worker no so mudika. So muka. Etino we so to ye hwe no. Adobe eno man no bo modern so hwe ya. Ma hwe manya botre for the first Black Queens for manya botre hwe other countries of man this year I see and team so to we are much more strong. Game more confident to play, more passing and that more display on the picture. Of course, Cape Verde for no on first and no more koni. But don't forget say Malawi for first time on Nigeria, defending champions, Africans. Right? And and before the game, I spoke to Shaker. No, I say sir, I didn't know I think another another top team in Africa. Tina the Hunga Krama Ghana for no. The Omko game no. Now we omu nervous kakra. Say go for you. I almost go by side in Biana. But they were able to win that game. Good game. They have a game against Cameroon. I watched Cameroon against Mali. Very strong Cameroon side. It was the African football. So her manner. So to those days. So we Nigeria, no Ghana, and Cameroon, and Nebamu. Nansena, I'm saying Morocco, no other countries, not Abom Kakra. But Cameroon for team looking like a very compact team. So I'm looking forward to see that Cameroon against Ghanaian, team, a very good match. But I expect this team will say they go far. Per how they are confident at who they play. Almost one central defender captain. Umudin said that one portion. or central defense no or ball left no. Oh, fine player, Mr. Too. Then I saw one or two players, Princess B and that stuff. If Tutu, I think say they are good to go. So let's rally behind them. Now I heard them beating me.
Man's only think like what you might. Oh, Kruma pa na. Adwumane nya adwuma ketua because much is expected from them. Now Saturday near didn't come about the quality of players that were around. And after the conversation with a lot of response by where Ebimune said yes, allow the coach to go in for the Ohuni Sebebuano. But I think say players, even though they are a bit more than one form around, you know, options are a bit upgrading the performance of the club better than we know, and also sir, especially how late as Antikotoko or me delay or more transfers. No. And when was a media man announcing Emmanuel Ano, media man announcing Eche Dogli, or Mafa Adade, Ebenezer Adade, also from Dreams FC right back. Mehu Adriana also on the market. Adriana so signing bia Tinedu, Mama Nkona, getting Seydou Sana to extend his contract, getting Shokan Mohammed, and a host of other players. I think this you know, if Kotoko want to get rid of some of the players, then they must improve on their scouting. Because we shimwa who the established ones nessa. Unless they are target in the best, but where the target will not be instant winning the league. By instant winning the league, they wish him more because I say personally I'm happy with the Danlad Ibrahim link. Because Shimwa keepers are you who some more no. To Kroman is a Kakwa because I was sure Emmanuel could be better as a player and a contract with Baby and Go Stars soon. As soon as Go Stars for now extend the contract. One other player in Kabekon with Solomon Agbesi. Honestly, I'm to artist on South Africa. Yeah, also share your bayan. Into Shell League, no now Kase. Obia and modern Brazil no one. Either say you are going foreign. Unfortunately, I had story said down lad abay. Say now her right backs now. Go to right backs. I crew her win. Dear the modern bro. Lord Amoasono, do Rosen, Kebian Kamara Dim. Honestly, now middle of the sea, mediama for ton they call Sudan. Then Adadia Blasters, new local blaster to Nya Kolapi. On the mediama for now fast, I can their replacement for Kamara Dim. Into say we Lord Amo free Nasa o Corte to get somebody that is better than Corte and say Lord Amo a free injury bar or bet me a man a competition. But to and also. When I say Augustine Randolph, former Karela boy, on the Kotkoy observation. But the form one, a brody free ye league Gimuno, then said then Nisorosa. Those are to us all Castle net and a center backsy. No more Kroma, a bomb dia, Ebenezer Ban, Yusuf Mubarak, Nebiawenya Razak Simpson me. These were the names I find so a quiet dom. But to check here, I'm more quiet dom. Middle of the scene, Diana be fast, some of the circle for Koi. And no car, Alex Boachene, Anochi Beduni, Raymond Ajamaho. Razak Simpson, a two kind. Alban, and Ruben Hennessy. And says Hennessy are likely to join Mediama, so join your Mokrada. Then Alban, a two kind. Oko Karela, but to almost center back, say near Jomudi Pai. Don't forget Samates where the canton back on. Intuition one neighbor Bomudin. So we are there with local league. Majority of them let to quiet. Won't me go break Chelsea. Won't go Chelsea because Chelsea no turn the animal. And a far young guys, buying a far former has player. Need the racing Sundays. Anna boys no friend. Atunes or Sunday. Coffee buy. Michael Wamensa. Or call Chelsea were not so much of a super season. Enti o Castle net in the is a Kotoko just a foreigner. And now say the coach will have to manage their own because to locality. Then either you are going to Division 2, which is also a gamble. Until I'm saying the target of the club necessary kakra. na communicate about supporters no say be build because as a kotko is slow o market ne so ama akesefo ne bi enim o mo no to amanfo atutu o mo nti that so be kwa kofa division 2 division 1 for which will require time and patience for them to settle and get back to that stage or betime deliver ma kotko nti technical team they have a dicey issue and say Tenklane menzo who how best they can manage it and yes alongside the communication team. And there are graphics about inside Kotoko and I was happy because what stadium to say Kotoko appointment in communicate be anywhere about in terms of breaking the appointment down to the supporters. A back never be on my graphics be never my video be but say audio communicate no to on say no so system no mu pa because since you be with me as you said them Kotoko target the first
target as in
their target for the season.
Oh, okay.
Also, acquire some first.
So there's no a league here.
But Abia, on some Utie no man to me boss na. In terms of almost signings near Adena, a graduate. And I think as a honosono ebem, Otu. Honoso as a bem. Now after this appointment, somebody to come and let people know so a gradual process. Abia for the next 2 years, no. Ye keke kanyoma bom di ama kotoko na manya abotra anya sana ye jatu sana to hwan ha na pressure na jana no aba be ye den di amom
now we are target na say yes
me na mo ni say abrofu mienu aba say den ke league je
from the planning
but story around signings story around quality of players no means that enye
they will need time
and that is something someone must communicate to
now team are they going to buy like 5-6 big boys.
No, sir. Kotoko instantly loses 7 players that do.
So they
and so 7 no. Not number 1 keeper room. Number 1 centre back and centre backs for pair no mienu because Zakaria and Hamzata were not starters. Ntwa lusu your goalkeeper lusu your centre back starters. What about lusu abetamo at the point on and lead you attack after so feel loan by. What lusu Peter Akwa. Inti honum kwaya 5.
Okay. Abat.
Oui.
How so to be good.
Tony na so we question mark wo.
Question mark where?
The coach when.
Oh, the coach in there. Coach is Oma or my.
Yeah, really you go 2 months. Yeah, first.
Now we no so